Live, local, trusted, #1 at 11, WKYT News.
Snow showers, snow squalls rolling across the area. We've got all kinds of travel issues that are currently developing across central and eastern Kentucky, and I've got a little more snow in the forecast.
Plus, the Kentucky Blood Center is making its donor pool larger. We're going to go over their new eligibility requirements and why they're making the change.
And down to the buzzer in Baton Rouge, we'll have the highlights from Kentucky men's basketball's thriller tonight against LSU. Good evening. Thank you for joining us at 11 on WKYT and streaming on WKYT Plus. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Amber. Philpott. Winter is back in central Kentucky, and check out the snowflakes that were falling outside the WKYT studios. It looks like a snow globe out there, but on the roads, it's not as nice for drivers tonight.
Let's check in with First Alert Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. He's tracking what we're dealing with right now and what we may in the overnight hours.
Yeah, we got a lot of snow-covered roads out there. It's a thin layer of snow and ice that is out there. I know we got a traffic cam we just had up there out of the Nicholasville Road area. If we can go back to that, look at this. This is Nicholasville and New Circle. And in all directions that you're looking at there, you see that layer of snow and ice. And I can tell you, compared to other parts of Nicholasville Road, Richmond Road, and parts of Man o' War, that's actually in better shape than some of the other areas across Lexington. So it's being described by a lot of folks on social media locally as a skating rink out there. And that was the concern that we had, and that's why we put out this First Alert Weather Day days ago to give you advance notice. Look at the stopping distance there. Notice how those cars had to really slow down and not hit the brakes too much, because that is a thin layer of ice that is underneath the snow that is showing up. That's the view from ground level. Here's the view from just above, where we've had those snow showers and snowflakes pretty much all the evening long. Black ice is a serious issue out there tonight across most of central and eastern Kentucky. You were just looking at the snow-covered roads in the Lexington area. We're not alone with that. And at no point have we been under a winter weather alert today. Only 3 counties into southeastern Kentucky. It's a northwest wind that is coming in, and it's a strong northwest flow. You often hear me talk about a northwest wind around here when you have just enough low-level moisture to produce snow showers and squalls. That's exactly what is happening today. Doesn't take much in the forecast models. You just throw them out the window because they can never see this type of a environment. 22 Lexington, yet it's 11 when we throw the wind into the mix. 6 right now into Covington. Snow showers becoming less common. Bluegrass region, more common across the southeast, where you see those spots of blue. That's where you're getting near whiteout conditions on a local level. Parts of Knott County, Perry County, back up into Breathitt County, sections of Lee and Owsley. And we got a few still straggler snow showers, if you will, across the Bluegrass region. And I'm watching, guys, one more plume of some snow trying to come at us off Lake Michigan that will graze parts of central and especially eastern Kentucky into the overnight. So again, the focus on those roads that are a mess tonight, and they're going to be a mess in the morning as well across many areas of the Commonwealth. I'm back in a few minutes to focus on what may be another snow event this weekend.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. We are tracking the road situations out there tonight. The Richmond Register reporting I-75 northbound is shut down around exit 97. That is because of some spinouts south of the Clays Ferry Bridge. Jessamine County 911 says Keene Road is shut down because of, quote, numerous vehicles off the roadway. That shutdown is between Nicholasville Bypass and Harrodsburg Road.
Well, UK men's basketball on the road tonight facing LSU, and it was a battle until the final second of that game.
Literally. The Wildcats leave Baton Rouge with a win. Lindsey Goff is in studio now with our all-blue coverage.
All right, things got bad down in Baton Rouge. Kentucky trailed by as many as 18, but they came back, getting the 75-74 win. Freshman Malachi Moreno gets off the last-second shot that puts Kentucky ahead. The Georgetown, Kentucky native finished the night with 10 points and 8 rebounds in 20 minutes. Head coach Mark Pope confirmed post-game that play was actually drawn up for Otega away.
We were really going to try and get Otega catch with maybe squeezing a dribble, and And so I told Malachi, you know, it's a long pass. And a couple of things were great. It's a long pass, a little bit of scary pass. And so we're looking around, you know, normally Cam is the guy that we use to throw that pass, but he was sitting on the bench with fouls. And so Colin Chandler was like, I got it. And we kind of drew it up, and we had a crossing pattern at the top as a default. We were trying to get a shot, and as we walked out of the timeout, I grabbed Malachi. I'm like, hey, if we overthrow this, just catch it and go shoot it.
Hey, well, he did what he was told. With the win, UK improves to 11-6 on the season, 2-2 in league play. They go to Knoxville on Saturday. We'll have full game highlights and more from Coach Pope coming up in sports.
Okay, ended up being a fun one tonight at the end. Right, thank you. You can find all of our all-blue coverage inside the WKYT News app. We're putting that QR code on your screen. There it is on the right side right now. You can scan that and download it. You can also find it in the App Store or in the Google Play Store.
We are tracking a developing story out of Minneapolis tonight. The Department of Homeland Security says a federal agent shot someone in the leg.
It comes exactly 1 week after an ICE agent shot and killed 37-year-old Renee Good. CBS News in Minneapolis is reporting that this shooting happened after agents were attacked with shovels during an arrest operation.
And officials say the man who was shot is a Venezuelan migrant and is expected to survive. We will update you as we get more details on this shooting.
The NTSB has released a new report on November's UPS flight disaster in Louisville.
The cargo plane crashed after an engine broke off the wing, killing 15 people. Investigators say they found one of the parts meant to secure the engine to the wing in the wreckage. It was broken in half and showed signs of overstress. We also learned that Boeing warned plane owners about that part back in 2011. They didn't think it posed a safety threat, but recommended having the parts inspected every 5 years.
One person is without a home after a fire in Lexington tonight. Crews were called out to Bishop Drive just before 10 o'clock this evening. They found smoke and flames coming from a home, and they put the fire out rather quickly. And nobody was hurt, but the person who lives there will have to find somewhere else to stay for now. We don't know what caused that fire.
New tonight, a building in Winchester caught fire while police were doing a drug bust. Officers were at this home on Main Street to serve a search warrant. They noticed smoke coming from under a bed, and then fire spread throughout the apartment. Firefighters got people and pets out of the building safely. Police arrested 2 people, one on drug trafficking charges, another on an outstanding warrant.
New tonight, a man is behind bars for a 2012 sexual assault. David Ortiz was arrested. He is accused of following a woman into a bathroom at Commonwealth Baptist College and touching her inappropriately. Investigators say the college had records on the allegations. Ortiz was taken to the Fayette County Jail. He has a court date scheduled for next Friday. The Kentucky Blood Centers announced a change in eligibility for donors this week, and it opens the door for some people who were previously ineligible to now be able to donate blood again.
WKYT's Madison Carmouche talked to the Blood Center about why their donor pool just got larger. It's a story that's new tonight.
It's only about 3% of people give. So if we can up our eligibility percentages, maybe that increases the percentages of people that may be able to give.
Eric Lindsay with the Kentucky Blood Center says that he is encouraged going into the new year with a new list of eligibility. He says the holiday season was a struggle for donations, but the first couple of weeks of 2026 have been promising.
It was just a couple weeks ago, you know, we were appealing to the public to get in here and donate immediately because we had a critical need, a critical and low need for several blood types.
On Monday, the Kentucky Blood Center Medical Director Dr. Dennis Williams eliminated restrictions for certain cancers, including some organ cancers and melanoma. Now, many patients who have completed their cancer treatment 1 year prior are eligible to donate.
More and more donor centers, after years and years of data and analysis and validation, have been able to show that there's no evidence that blood transfusions can have any sort of impact on transmission of cancers.
America's Blood Centers reports that 25% of the blood supply is donated to cancer patients, and now many of those cancer patients will have the opportunity to give back.
We have had blood donors that, because of a cancer diagnosis, then weren't able to give, and it's disappointing. And so to be able to do that and to give back means something to these folks that are recovering.
Lindsay says eligibility for the donation centers is up to the discretion of the medical director, but they are regulated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. In Lexington, Madison Carmouche, WKYT.
If you are interested in donating, Eric Lindsay says to stop by for the health screening or make a call to any of their donation sites.
New tonight, Lexington leaders giving an update on the city's partnership with the national nonprofit Undo Medical Debt. In a work session, Victoria Cruz Falk, who works with Vice Mayor Dan Wu, says more than $12 million of medical debt has been erased for nearly 6,500 Fayette County residents. 67% of the residents were between the ages of 31 and 45. The city still has over $900,000 left to spend in their 3-year contract.
Lexington is losing a federal grant that helps pay for Narcan. It was a $499,000 grant given to Lexington last October. The money was used to buy Narcan for the health department, first responders, and other organizations. City leaders found out that the grant was terminated just last night. Mayor Linda Gorton said the city is now looking into the change and figuring out how it will impact Lexington.
Snow showers, snow squalls causing all kinds of travel issues out there this evening. That's a trend that's going to take us right on into the start of tomorrow. And I'm eyeing your Friday night and Saturday for a little more widespread snowfall. It's a busy, action-packed winter outlook in just a moment.
The latest weather and preview what's in store for the rest of the day. Join the WKYT First Alert Weather Team weekdays at 11 a.m. on your streaming platform.
That's the 5th green light you've hit in a row. You're unstoppable. It's almost like the road is rooting for you. Woohoo! Now imagine playing that luck forward with a Kentucky Lottery game like Scratch-Offs.
There's nothing like watching your favorite team win on the court, and there's nothing like watching my team win in court. At Isaacs and Isaacs, we win. Don't drop the ball. Call the hammer.
I'm a coach. I'm competitive. It's really important to me that I have great coverage just for my job. I saw the commercial for Consumer Cellular. I thought at first it's just for old people, but my cell phone bill kept going up. And then, of all things, I made the call. It was almost 50% less. I got 5% off with AARP, so then it went even lower.
Consumer Cellular gives you the same fast, reliable nationwide network for up to half the cost of big wireless.
Same tower, same coverage.
The same coverage that you're looking for, they offer.
And there's no long-term contracts.
You don't like us? 1 month. Cut us loose, Coach.
We'll have you wrapped up in about 20 minutes. Really.
We hadn't gone back. We're not going back. We're with Consumer Cellular.
Call now and see how one of our U.S.-based Switch Pros can cut your bills by up to half. And right now, get your second month free with code SECONDFREE. Call 1-800-462-7076.
For family estate auctions, it's Ford Brothers Auctioneers.
Speed up your drive with First Alert Traffic. Mornings on WKYT.
This right here, this is where it starts. With a little flame and a lot of love. When the air cools or the night falls, fire brings the warmth. But it's what we bring to the table that matters. Slow smoked barbecue. Stories that stretch long. Laughter that lingers. And moments that just feel full. That's why it's always Sunny's here.
Thousands of people are where they are today because of Head Start programs. They provide children with the early learning they need to succeed in school and life. Head Start is critical to building strong families and communities.
Game Time Unplugged. Weeknights at 7 on WKYT+. Weather cams are sponsored by Peterman Brothers Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical. Now, WKYT First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Hey everybody, the snow showers, the snow squalls causing lots of accidents out there. Icy roads right now are an issue, and we've got underneath a thin layer of snow is black ice, and that is a big issue. Folks describing the roads into Lexington, a skating rink. We got that in Nicholasville, surrounding areas too. Anywhere those snow showers a little earlier and those snow squalls hit, now you've got a skating rink underneath that thin layer of some snow. Doesn't take much snow to cause some serious issues. The only winter weather alerts we have been across the southeastern corner of Kentucky. These marginal events need more attention, I'll make that argument all the time, than some of the bigger events. because these are the ones that catch people off guard if they're not paying attention to the right forecast. And what we're dealing with is that snow shower and squall action that just keeps coming at us into the southeastern part of Kentucky. And that's going to cause some issues down there. I think southeastern Kentucky, you're going to have a similar setup to what we're dealing with across the bluegrass region. Strong northwest wind. At times today, we hit 40+ miles an hour. Goodness gracious. Right now, the double deuce, let's cut it in half with a wind chill of 11 into Lexington, into Danville. It's 6 into Covington. We're going to be around that for those wind chills in the morning. So the snow showers and squalls are across the southeast. You got a little bit of a gap, a donut hole. A few more back around Owensboro and north, and then that little plume coming off Lake Michigan is aimed at parts of central Kentucky into the east a little later on tonight. Where you see the darker blues, folks, that's where you're getting those true snow squalls that are making their way through from Magoffin County into Breathitt County and south, especially Hindman, down into parts of Perry County, Hyden, and over toward Whitesburg, the Fleming Neon area, and southern parts of Pike County. That extends back toward sections of Beattyville, Boonville, Lee, and Owsley counties. Notice it decreases just a bit the farther north that we get, but we're still picking up on these little teeny tiny snow showers that are causing some issues. Into the bluegrass region, there's one little flake action on the north side of town, and then we'll watch this band of some snow that is coming off Lake Michigan. Remember yesterday we said this was going to be a cool radar picture tonight? Well, there's your cool. I want to show you a traffic cam, by the way, out of Lexington right now. This is around Harrodsburg Road. Look at what we are facing right now. That is snow and ice, and that's a main road. All the roads across Lexington look just like this. It may be a struggle to get the kiddos in school tomorrow across Fayette County, because if the main roads are looking like that, what about the subdivisions? Road crews, I'm sure they're out doing their darndest right now and will continue to do so into the overnight. Back to our radar picture, because that snow stream going to try and make a run at us on a strong northwest wind flow. Currently, those wind chills 10 below zero to around 10 above, and that is a far cry from what we have been seeing around here of late. A few snow showers in the morning, slick roads, feels like 5 to 15. Light snow Friday morning with some hit and run light accumulations. We calm it down, and then snow arrives Friday evening into Saturday with a few inches of snow, a possibility. Then Arctic cold arrives with some snow showers for the day on Sunday with single-digit wind chills that are back in the bluegrass state. Hour by hour forecast, the models, again, I talked about this a little bit ago, they underestimate the low-level moisture. For instance, this model isn't even seeing that plume of snow coming off Lake Michigan. And that's what we talk about from time to time with that strong northwest wind flow. It does some work around here. Then watch that little sneaky band of some light snow that moves in and fades the farther east that it gets. And then low pressure, weak though it may be, sends a surge of some snow across central and eastern Kentucky as we go into Friday night and into early on Saturday. That one is gaining a little more steam as we get closer. 7-day forecast. Early next week, we're in the tank. Temperatures, single-digit lows. Very good possibility by Tuesday or Wednesday next week.
Yep, winter's here for now.
Yeah, those roads are a mess.
Yeah.
Thank you.
A school district in Kentucky will not have any in-person classes for the rest of the week due to student illnesses. Robertson County Schools is using non-traditional instruction days tomorrow and Friday.
District leaders say there's been a spike in student absences due to the flu and strep throat. WKYT's Jackson Plank has talked to school officials about the change and also asked a doctor what you can do to avoid getting sick. A story that's new tonight and a WKYT safety alert.
Over the past few days, we've just been monitoring the attendance. Last week, we were noticing, the drop in absenteeism.
Students at Robertson County Schools won't return to the classroom this week. Instead, they will be learning from home. The shift towards non-traditional instruction follows an increase in student absences due to illness, including the flu.
After today, realized that maybe taking the next 2 days off and using these, days to maybe stay home and recuperate.
Robertson County Schools has 391 students enrolled across grades K through 12. School officials report that attendance has recently declined to 84%, with approximately 16% of students absent due to illness.
What they were seeing most of, the flu and strep.
Dr. Katrina Hood is a pediatrician with Pediatric and Adolescent Associates in Lexington. She explains that illnesses like the flu are more prevalent this time of year in schools because children are confined indoors with their classmates. Hood says there are things that can be done at home to help reduce your risk of getting sick.
Anything that uses multiple hand touches, doors coming in and out of your house, just using some cleaning solution that can get rid of viruses can be really helpful as well.
Robertson County schools say they will be doing further cleaning while students are away. With Monday off for a holiday, they're hoping that things will be better when students return next Tuesday, but says
that time of the year, the spread of germs are it's inevitable.
In Robertson County, Jackson Plank, WKYT.
Well, Robertson County school officials urge parents to try and sanitize their children's belongings and reduce exposure to individuals with flu-like symptoms.
And next on WKYT News, a major milestone for the Commonwealth's new medical cannabis program. We'll hear from the governor as he cut the ribbon on 2 facilities in central Kentucky today.
Search WKYT and stream breaking news and weather live on your TV or watch anytime on your schedule. Download today and stay connected.
At Peterman, we are raising the bar for home service. We host classes nearly every working day, with thousands of hours of training invested in our field professionals each year. So you know when Peterman shows up, you're about to receive expert care. Homeownership is already stressful enough. So when it comes to peace of mind for your home, trust Peterman to get it done. And for a limited time, get a free furnace from us. Visit PetermanHVAC.com for details and to schedule.
Around here, it's all-wheel drive all year round.
And nobody gives you more all-wheel drive choices than Toyota. Including Tundra, now with $5,000 customer cash.
Or 0.99 APR financing on remaining new 25s.
Toyota, let's go places.
When you need results, call Miller Vines Injury Lawyers, the award-winning law firm fighting for the people of Kentucky.
Saving money is now more important than ever for seniors. But if you purchased a $9.95 guaranteed acceptance plan, you could easily find yourself overpaying for very little life insurance coverage. With the $9.95 rate, a 65-year-old male receives less than $900 in coverage. For $10,000 in coverage, he would pay over $110 a month with a 2-year waiting period. Fortunately, with Senior Life Insurance Company, he pays less than $58 a month for $10,000 in protection. There's no waiting period, no medical exam, and he saves over $600 a year by choosing Senior Life. A 65-year-old female saves over $400 a year. Don't overpay for your life insurance. Call now to see how much money you could save with Senior Life. We could help you get cash back from your current overpriced policy. Call now to lock in your coverage and low monthly rate. For your free quote, call now.
At LinkBelt, we don't just build world-class cranes. We build careers that reach new heights. Whether you're designing the next breakthrough innovation, ensuring top-quality manufacturing, or adding the final touch, you're part of something big. LinkBelt cranes are trusted worldwide for their strength, quality, and durability because of people like you. It's hands-on work with a global impact, and it all happens right here in Lexington, Kentucky. Join our team where every lift builds something greater. Apply today at linkbelt.com.
Welcome back. Governor Andy Beshear joined Central Kentucky leaders as they cut ribbons today on 2 new medical cannabis facilities.
The governor started in Madison County to celebrate the opening of Greengrass Canna Company. It's a cannabis cultivating facility on the south side of Richmond. And after that, the governor helped cut the ribbon on the Speakeasy Medical Cannabis Dispensary coming to Lexington. That dispensary will officially open to medical cannabis cardholders tomorrow, and it's located where the Frisch's Big Boy restaurant used to be in Hamburg. And the facilities are opening about 1 month after President Trump signed an executive order to reschedule marijuana from a Schedule 1 to a Schedule 3 drug. This means it's now seen as a drug with moderate to low potential for abuse.
Governor Beshear says it was a good idea started by the Biden administration and passed by the Trump administration.
We don't need to treat marijuana like heroin, which is previously how it was scheduled. Those that claim that we ought to have more research into it, you have to reschedule it to do that research. But nobody should go to jail just for marijuana.
Other Schedule III drugs include Tylenol with codeine, testosterone, and anabolic steroids. Well, UK men's basketball is on the road at LSU this evening. That one really went down to the wire.
Our Lindsay Goff in studio with us with our all-blue coverage.
The Tigers would lead by as many as 18 points, but the Wildcats managed to pull off a last-second win, and the Transy men in action downtown. Scores and highlights all coming up.
Need metal? Metals Depot Express is Kentucky's only locally owned source for industrial metals. Family owned and operated for over 40 years in Winchester. Open to the public. We have just what you need. Pre-cut and ready to go when you need it. Metals Depot Express, the industrial metal store.
You've put up with your old shower for too long. It's outdated, unsafe, and it's time to replace it. But why struggle with a lengthy shower remodel when Jacuzzi can do it in just one day? And there's no need to break a sweat or your budget.
Right now, we're waiving all installation costs, plus offering 0 interest and 0 payments for up to 1 year.
So you can finally convert your old bath to a safer, easy entry shower, complete with a custom seat, grab bars, and slip-resistant floor installed in 1 day.
My overall experience with Jacuzzi has been wonderful. Everything was customized to the way I wanted it for the price that I wanted to pay.
I've had a great experience from start to finish.
Don't take matters into your own hands. Do it the smart way. Give Jacuzzi Bath Remodel a call.
There are only weeks remaining during our limited time offer. We're waiving all installation costs and offering no interest and no payments for up to 1 year. Go to jacuzzibathremodel.com or call 800-210-6004.
Now is the time to save. Don't miss the New Year New Ride sales event at Paul Miller Mazda. Start your year right with a new Mazda CX-50 with stylish design and your comfort in mind with 0.9% financing up to 72 months. Or lease a new 2025 Mazda CX-5 Select and drive into the new year for as low as $246 per month. Or lease a new 2026 Mazda CX-50 Select, only $349 per month with 0 down.
Only at Paul Miller Mazda. Feel alive.
Don't miss the New Year New Ride sales event going on now at Paul Miller Mazda.
We're giving back with the 3-degree guarantee on WKYT Mornings. If our forecast is accurate within 3 degrees, $50 will be donated to the Ronald McDonald House Charities of the Bluegrass.
3-degree guarantee is sponsored by Bryant Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric.
Hi, everybody. First Alert Weather Day goes through the upcoming weekend, Wednesday through Monday. Periods of light snow. We'll track it on WKYT and WKYT Plus.
Don't miss the latest in sports news. Join the WKYT sports team on your streaming platform for Game Time Unplugged. Weeknights at 7 on WKYT Plus.
Join me for Kentucky Newsmaker Sunday morning at 11:30 on WKYT.
Tonight's Powerball jackpot is $156 million.
UK men's basketball looking to get a winning streak started, visiting LSU down in Baton Rouge tonight. Andrea Yelovich and Cam Williams into the starting lineup for UK for the injured Jalen Lowe and Jaden Quaintance. Markel Sutton opens with back-to-back three-pointers to begin the game, and the Tigers get out to an 18-3 start. The 8:34 mark, Kentucky with just its second field goal of the game. Yelovich with the triple, and the Cats are down 10. A little over 2 minutes in the first half. Colin Chandler, the steal and the dunk on the other end. Kentucky down 38-22 at the break. We'll go to the second half. Malachi Moreno, the handoff to a wide-open Denzel Aberdeen. His first bucket of the game was a 3, but he would finish with 17 points. Let's fast forward just over 4 minutes to go. Ortega away from the wing. He'd finish with a game-high 21. The Cats down 1. Williams follows that up with the steal and the slam as UK takes its first lead of the game. The Cats are down 2 with 4 seconds left. Away at the line, makes the first, misses the second. They're down a point. 1.9 seconds. Kentucky sends Pablo Tamba to the line. He misses both free throws. 1.6 seconds on the clock. Chandler, the inbounds, Hail Mary to Moreno. He buries the buzzer beater from the free throw line. No call in Baton Rouge, but Moreno calls game. Kentucky wins it 75-74.
These guys are not going to go away, you know, and that's an incredibly comforting feeling as a coach, and I think it's something that BBN can be really proud of, is they got a group of guys that's not going away. like I said, we're far from a perfect product. We have so much growth to do. We got to get way better, but these guys are not going away, and that's fun. I think that's a fun place to live, and it gives you a lot of confidence moving forward that we can continue to grow, and they're just not gonna relent.
Let's go to downtown Lexington. The Transylvania men's squad hosting Franklin College. First half of this one, Drew Marshall with the dish to Hunter Barr. He buries the triple to start this game off. Then it was Marshall's turn. He knocks down the jumper from the free throw line. He had a team-high 23 points on the night. On the other end, Nate Wilson driving, puts him in the blender, and the bucket will go. The Grizzlies have the lead. On the other end, it was a bounce pass to Sarah Lum. Ian Reeser for the Pioneer bucket, but Franklin runs away with it in the second half, 75-66. The number 7 UK women's basketball team back in action tomorrow night, hosting the Florida Gators. The Wildcats had an ugly midweek loss at Alabama last week, but bounced back to beat number 5 Oklahoma at home on Sunday. That, combined with the win at LSU on New Year's, marks the first time in school history that the UK women have beat 2 top 5 opponents in the regular season.
It shows that this team has resilience. We have grit, and we know we have to come every night ready to play or we could fall, but that's not the plan. We want to keep it moving on next game. They're a super physical team like any other team. They have a really good guard, again, Liv McGill, but we're ready, we're prepared, and we just got to come fight, bring that same energy that we bring versus Oklahoma, and just be ready for the next battle.
The Wildcats and Gators tip off at 7 tomorrow night on the SEC Network Plus. That's your look at sports. We'll be right back.
This is the look of someone who has found the perfect gift. We're talking the gift to end all gifts. Oh yeah. And this is the look of someone who has to pay the interest on that gift. Yikes. Don't flip out. Flip the balance with a balance transfer option from Commonwealth Credit Union. Get 0% APR on balance transfers for up to 12 months with a great low rate after that. Plus, no balance transfer fees, only from Commonwealth Credit Union. Here, we see you differently.
I lost 110 pounds. You couldn't tell at all because of my excess skin. Sono Bello changed that in one visit.
Introducing the new Lift EX, the just one visit total body transformation everyone is talking about.
I am super happy with my results.
I decided to give Sono Bello a try. Look at me, I have a silhouette. You can see my waist.
Lift EX is Sono Bello's breakthrough 360-degree body lift alternative. Our body contouring experts sculpt, tighten, and lift your stomach, waist, thighs, and backside, all in just one visit with less downtime.
Sono Bello targeted the areas diet exercise could not do. I found me again.
Sono Bello has over 50,000 5-star reviews, and Lift EX is exclusively available at Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist. Book your free, personalized consultation today. Easy monthly plans make your best body more affordable than ever.
This year is my year thanks to Sono Bello.
Call Sono Bello for your free consultation today.
There are some things in life you want to be really sure about.
Is that good?
Pretty sure.
But when it comes to your heating, you want to be really sure. Call Fayette Heating and Air and H2O Maestro Plumbing today for a $39 furnace checkup.
The latest weather and preview what's in store for the rest of the day. Join the WKYT First Alert Weather Team weekdays at 11 a.m. to keep you aware and safe on your streaming platform. Download and watch WKYT Plus now. Closed captioning on WKYT is sponsored by Cumberland Valley National Bank. Bank better.
All right, things really took a turn out there tonight with all of the snow.
Snow showers, snow squalls, just takes a little bit. Look at this camera view. This is Man-O-War and Armstrong Mill, I believe. I mean, that's Man-O-War. Yeah. That is not a side road or a subdivision. That is what road crews have ahead of them tonight. It is going to be a task in the morning to get the kiddos into school in Fayette County.
And then, of course, the interstate is still a bit of a mess
been a bit of an issue that's been in northern Madison County. Slow down. Hopefully things beginning to clear. Thank you for joining us, everybody, for WKYT News.
Sharing the road with robots. Why it can get bumpy. Plus, when seeing isn't believing. Spotting deep fakes. Investigate TV Plus.